Okay, everybody, welcome to Midweek News episode 78. Being recorded as part of the live stream, but it's all good. So, first up this week, we've got Wine 9.9 has more improvements for ARM and Wow64. Highlights include support for new Wow64 mode in ODBC, improved CPU detection on ARM platforms, and removal of obsolete features in Wine Direct 3D and various bug fixes. Next up, we've got MX Linux 23.3 Libretto released. Based on Debian 12.5 Bookworm, there is an advanced hardware support or AHS version with a newer kernel also available. Systemd init is now usable on the live system in a rudimentary fashion. Onwards and upwards. Grafana 11.0 brings new tools for metrics and log exploration. Some highlights: introduction of Explore Metrics and Explore Logs, which brings query-less browsing. New scenes-powered dashboards are available in public preview. General availability of subfolders in all Grafana editions. Leveraging AI, you now have auto generation of titles and descriptions for panels and dashboards. PDF export improvements, redesign of alerting, role-based access control for alerting APIs. Please note, there are some breaking changes, and before upgrading, you should consult the changelog. Kopia Backup and Restore Tool. This is another backup tool I have never heard of before finding this article. Watching through the tutorial on their website reminds me of the functionality of Restic, which I looked at back in 2022. Like Restic, Kopia is cross-platform and very flexible when it comes to backup destination. One interesting feature is that it supports rclone remotes, which open a variety of backup destinations. Both a graphical and command line version are available, and perhaps there will be a video in the future. Handbrake 1.8 has been released. This version brings the GTK4 port for Linux, as well as numerous other features, including support for FFV1 encoder, VP9, and FLAC muxing support in the MP4 container. Of course, you could check out the changes in the release notes on the official website. Explaining AppImages and their use. This one actually comes from ZDNet, which I don't reference often. The Cliff's Notes version is that AppImages are universal images of a software package that can be used on nearly any Linux distribution. It is, of course, more nuanced than that, but that's what a good article can help explain. Ventoy 1.0.98 is now available. Originally mentioned on last week's live stream, the new Ventoy version fixes a few issues and reworks the EFI boot files. Support for recent Linux distributions has also been added. Oracle has jumped on the OpenTofu bandwagon, abandoning Terraform. Oracle is one of the first high-profile companies to publicly endorse OpenTofu. This endorsement comes just 9 months after the initial release of OpenTofu and before the acquisition of HashiCorp by IBM. We'll see what IBM wants to do and whether they return Terraform to an open source license, and perhaps open the door for merging the two projects back together. New features coming in Firefox. The big ones include tab grouping options, vertical tab support without a plugin, and new profile management system. I'm probably most excited for the vertical tabs. as that is one of the more compelling features that could be added. It just makes sense with everybody using 16:9 or other wide screen monitors today, these days. Microsoft starts phase out of VBScript in favor of JavaScript and PowerShell. Having spent 6 years dealing with the brain-dead VBScript language when I worked in software quality assurance at a Fortune 500 insurance company, which shall not be named, I am not sad to see VBScript go away. It's about time. Fear not, if you still need VBScript for something, it will be available as an on-demand feature for Windows 11 24H2. Microsoft starts the rollout of Windows 11 24H2. This is initially going to be available to those on Windows Insiders who have opted into the re-release preview channel. I will likely get this installed on a VM so I can do some evaluation for a month or two before even considering its installation on a physical machine. Atari acquires Intellivision. A feud spanning more than 40 years has come to an end as Atari acquires Intellivision, the brand, and over 200 games. I wonder if some of these games will come out on the Atari VCS 800 machine that they are flogging these days. Time will tell. And last but not least, a case to make the Raspberry Pi 5 look like a mini gaming PC. Feast your eyes on this. Your eyes are not playing tricks on you. This case supports multiple fans, an NVMe SSD, and RGB lighting, all for the low price of $80. And that brings us to the end of Midweek News, and we can return to the live stream.